Yeah.
The
They
nigga.
don't want niggas to have
He said, how that nigga,
Esau mad.
how that nigga get a channel?
How you get anything?
Right.
So what happened is Esau Edom started, he passed welfare, and these programs were ultimately supposed to help farmers and poor Edomites. And Jake ultimately got up in there through Esau Edom passing particular laws, civil rights, although it was a snare, it allowed Jake access to certain things. And now ultimately Esau's mad that niggas, you know, that basically after all these years, the nigga is pretty much either above him or they're right along, they're in the same boat.
Yeah. Ain't that some shit?
Look about each other.
Well, you know what the scriptures say. Scriptures say the plowman shall overtake the reaper.
That's it.
There
You
you
know, I
go.
mean, eventually, you know, Jake gonna put their hands on Esau's neck, but you know, Jake is, you know, Esau pretty much now is down at the bottom where Jake was.
Yep.
Yeah, I've been seeing some. I had to not be sending me videos. All y'all send me videos. I'm seeing young Jake now starting to slap these crackers.
Yep.
Oh, you saw that one?
The one he slapped the shit.
Out of them?
Right.
Yeah,
He
Jake.
next twice, right?
Yep, he slapped him twice. Man, you better not touch me. I was like, wow.
Yep.
Yeah, Jake. Who said rouse him up?
Yeah, that's heavy, man.
I got pre-show. This is Obadiah 1 and 2. Behold, I have made thee small amongst the heathen. Thou art greatly despised.
You're not having children.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
you're
something.
shrinking.
I'm gonna say nothing.
Okay, if you had such a high IQ and you forgot to have sex, if you're so superior, why is your woman's womb so still?
Damn.
Edomites have the most stillborn children out of any race. And the retarded children. You see the Edomites pulling this retarded nigga along, the little baby, the eye, you know what I'm saying? I mean, Edomite have more retarded babies than any other nation. You know what I'm saying? Slow. You know what I'm saying? They be mad as hell. Gotta go on vacation with this nigga. He get an attitude, they calm him down. That's hell.
Yeah.
See, and now you got Jake children, because Jake didn't used to have the retarded babies, but you know, it's the medicines and the different, the TV, the technology is bugging Jake children out, the medicine, and then they give them psych meds. Because basically Esau wants everybody on his level. He wants, even when you come out of the womb, they give you formula, which basically is made based upon the genetic makeup of an Edomite child.
Damn.
You see what I'm saying? They basically his whole MO is to bring everybody down to his base level.
Right.
Damn, that's sad. That's sad.
Sick.
You on top of the world. You own everything.
Right.
What's up?
So why you so through? So you become small. I'm gonna read that again.
Damn, you gotta go to the Hebrew then.
Yep.
God, this
Somebody
is.
look up that word. Word small.
Yep.
I believe it's katan.
Yep.
I'll grab it in the letter here. This is Obadiah 1 and 2, and it says, Behold, I have made thee small amongst the heathen. Thou art greatly despised.
Yep. Especially the small hat and the Western Edomite.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, you know when you go to Job the 30th chapter, where it speaks about them being base men. You know when you go to the Hebrew there, it says men of no name. Because pretty much they don't really have any reputation. That's why before it said that they chased him away as a thief.
Job 30.
And also pretty much they have the only fame that Esau really has is destruction,
Right.
robbery, murder, grape.
What's the culture? What's Edomite culture?
He snatches everybody else's culture.
Yeah.
He says his. He's like a
Culture.
snail.
Look at vocab.
Yeah, that word is katan, H6996, and it says, insignificant, unimportant.
Like the Wizard of Oz, once you got up on him, you saw how absolutely low level he was.
Yeah.
That's why he kept all type of traps and
Snares.
snares. So that people couldn't, because he knew once you saw him, you was gonna be like, this nigga ain't.
Is this the man?
Hey, the nigga had one pant leg in the socks behind the carry him doing
Yeah,
shit.
he was like, this is complete weird. Like, wait a minute, this is him.
Is this the man that made the world to tremble?
That's basically what we're saying.
Hey, can we get that same scripture in the NLT once the brother finished reading it?
The last one I got was least, as in least of the flock.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of interested to see what it says in the NLT.
God, this is Obadiah 1 and 2 in the NLT. It says, I will cut you down to size among the nations.
Damn.
You are greatly despised. Salaki, it says, the Lord says to Edom, I will cut you down to size among the nations. You will be greatly despised.
Yeah, that's why in Isaiah 14 it said that the Lord broke the staff of the wicked, the scepter of the rulers. You know, and then pretty much what the Lord is doing is systematically breaking you down and bringing you down to what you really are.
That's it.
Like that movie Planet of the Apes, when that dude Caesar went up into the cave, and then he got locked in that thing, and he pretty much resorted back to his nature.
Yeah.
That's what Esau's going back to. They're going back to their nature, being back at the bottom where they belong.
That's it. That's it. Yep. The cave, man, you know, he got out of the cave, he was able to shave the hair off his back.
Thanks to us.
You know, put a suit on, and everybody looked at him like he was it was Jake that civilized.
We civilized that fact.
The more
We
civilized, but it worked against him.
Yeah.
Because he used everything they gave him to enslave it, to basically turn it on them.
Yep.
He lived with his animals. As they said before, the Moors, he did more domesticate them. Like, you gotta get some of these chickens and pigs just walking in the house. Like, you gotta get them out the house. You know?
Yep. You go to ancient Europe. I mean, these Edomites were nasty.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
These kings and queens, they were musky. They didn't bathe.
Yeah.
Bathing once a year.
Okay, they were complete nasty. Columbus and them, when they came over, you hear the horror story. They were eating each other. They were a bunch of goddamn
Savages.
savages, man.
But then they had the nerve to call us savages.
Yeah.
You are what you eat, looking at it.
Yeah, but see, what the
Peace.
Lord did was He gave the king, the world, into the hand of the basis of men.
Yep.
Well, that's Daniel 4:17.
That's it.
Prove a point.
Shows you, man, the power of the Lord.
Boy.
You take a nobody to take down a somebody.
To take down somebody and rule the whole entire planet Earth.
Damn,
Boy.
See that? Now, what
that ain't power.
Right,
Yeah,
that's
that's
on
why.
3. I don't know if we still more of that.
No, it was another one we called for.
Ezekiel.
Yeah, Ezekiel 28.
Ezekiel.
Ezekiel.
That's our high priest.
Yep.
Ezekiel 28.
Give me the book of Ezekiel.
I was Salakia. There was actually once a month. I believe it was with Queen Isabella.
They bathe. Yeah, they didn't bathe a lot.
Yeah.
They view water as a being on your skin as a bad thing.
Yeah, then you had the Khazars.
Yep.
Fucking
You know, you had Ishmaelite historians. They used to go sit and have councils with the king. You know, and with their wife. Their wife would be sitting there, her crotch, you know, her JJ hanging out, and she's picking lights out of her, you know, out of her thing.
I think it's like a lot of them wearing dresses like that, and
Yeah.
high heels
Yeah.
to walk over some shit, and then
high
they would.
heels were created to basically in Europe, I believe.
Yeah.
So that basically you can your foot wouldn't get in the feces because they would just defecate on the ground. They would throw it out of the window.
Yeah.
Yeah. They
I
would.
guess that's what they said. I don't have a pot to piss in the window to throw it.
Yeah. That's where they came
behinds,
Yeah.
out of holes. They had these holes in the castles, in their buildings. They would just defecate just down the wall.
Yep. And this is why he wants control of the internet because now everybody's figuring his ass out.
Wild Wolves.
He's become small among the heathen. The Lord is chopping, and really everybody outnumbers him.
Yes.
He really tries to put the term minority on you, Jakes, but really he's the minority.
Right.
Yeah.
And he's the immigrant.
Right.
Yeah.
Damn.
The Lord will take him back to his country, goddamn.
He's a cold piece of work.
He's a cold piece of work, man.
You start looking at the administration's family background, especially with Trump. Got a damn German immigrant grandfather, I think. Like all these niggas are immigrants, bro. And then they always like to throw that, well, this is a melting pot of immigrants. Okay, to some degree that's true. But just like our brothers from the northern tribe said, they said we were here first. They said our brothers and sisters who were brought here to slavery, they were welcome. Y'all wasn't. I forgot which tribal chief said that, but he said y'all wasn't invited. The white man wasn't invited.
Yeah.
He said our brothers and sisters were, but y'all motherfuckers wasn't.
Even Gad, you know, said, look, there's so much land. Why must you take ours? You could have. They was even willing to share. He will show you this devil, you know. But you know what? Prophecy had to take place.
That's right.
You know, the truth had to overcome Gad. So That's the only reason why it went down the way it went down.
That's right.
Monetize. Well, because the great offense we caused.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
Exactly. Yeah.
Ezekiel 28, right?
It's Ezekiel 28 and verse 1. And it says, the word of the Lord came again unto me, saying, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus,
Right.
thus saith Yahweh power, because thy heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a God, and a power. I sit in the seat of God in the midst of the seas.
Right, right. So he was able to trade. He got proud. All right, he was, you know, the ports. He controlled the seas. All right, and that was a Canaanite. Okay, so basically, now the modern day Canaanite is Esau. All right, and then somebody get Wisdom of Solomon 12, but get it in the G&T if possible, where it talks about the odious works of witchcraft. Okay, what is it literally saying? It's deeper than just it shit being freaky and nasty. Right. It's the literal priesthood from Sodom, which were the Canaanites, is ruling here today through Esau. He's ruling under that same order. All right? Wisdom of Solomon 12.
Where you at? Like
G&T.
I got it. Yeah.
Oh, it's
You got.
it's verse 4. Let me see.
Right, because basically, a lot of people, what was that? The Genesis. They said basically we can't use Ezekiel 28 to talk about Esau because it's talking about a particular prince that really ruled in Tyrus. And dumbass, you don't think we know that?
Yeah. It's like okay, yeah, Mr. Wise ass.
Yeah.
And
But the whole thing foreshadows what's getting ready to happen to the modern day Prince of Tyrus.
yeah.
This is an ever-living document. We can go into the ancient world and get a clear understanding of what's getting ready to happen based upon previous things that took place in history.
That's right.
They call Trump Nero.
Yeah.
They ain't saying that it's Nero from back then, it's the spirit of it.
Yep.
Yeah, Ecclesiastes 1:9.
Yep. And that's literally the spirit that was in Nero and back in another body, okay, doing what he does best, man. Scheme, plot, and be a freak. Okay? So this is the modern day Tyrus. Okay? Ran by the modern day, because when the scriptures say, somebody get that spiritual Sodom in Egypt real quick. Yep.
This
I go up here, I got this. Is Revelations 11 and 8. And their dead bodies shall line the streets of that great city, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified.
There you go. Spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. And when you go to Genesis, the 10th chapter, I was looking it up, but we ain't got to get it. It tells you that the Canaanites were the ones who spread into the land of Sodom. So when you go into Sodom, all right, in Gomorrah, and this being the modern day Sodom and Gomorrah, it's basically the same environment from the priesthood on down. Okay, the Druids, they got all that bullshit that they were into from the Canaanites. We're living under the ancient order of the Canaanites right now. So the Prince of Tyrus literally mimics the fall of Esau Edom, because he would be ruling with that same man. Because where did the Greeks and the Romans get their gods from?
Babylonians.
The Hamites.
Yep.
Especially under the order
Egypt.
of Alexander the Great, the four generals. Yep, Ptolemy and all them.
That's what they got. That's right.
They stole all that.
Right, because they went to Egypt, but where did Egypt get their shit from? The Canaanites. Where did the Canaanites get their shit from? Babel, Nimrod.
That's right.
It's basically the same guys, the same priesthood, all right, passed down and renamed and rebranded, and it's here today.
Right.
It's an actual order that runs this earth, and it's tied to the spiritual demon Satan. Somebody, you got that in Wisdom of Solomon?
We started at 3. We started at the top.
Start at 3 or 4, where it talks about.
Well, it got 3 and 4 mixed.
Yes, guy. I think just started because right before.
Yeah, just start right there.
Yeah.
You hate it.
Yep.
Wisdom of Solomon 12 and 3 on the GNT. You hated the people who lived in your holy land long ago because they did horrible things. They practiced magic and conducted unholy worship. They killed children without mercy and ate the flesh of blood of human beings.
You're hearing about that now in the Epstein file.
Man, well,
Damn, where do you think they got it from?
Spirit cooking, all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is why Eustace Mullins, which the only thing that you know from the research that he did, he was off on. He said that small hats are Canaanites. They're not. Says the curse of Canaan. They're not the Canaanites, but they do practice what the Canaanites practice.
Customs,
And
yeah.
all them other nations.
Man, they killed children without mercy and ate the flesh of blood of human beings. They were initiated into secret rituals.
Come on, man.
Man, in
What's
which
that, the secret council of the
the
wicked?
wicked,
And who's it talking about? What does it say? The heading of it? The sin of
the sins of the
sin
Canaanites.
of the Canaanites. So when it says this is the spiritual Sodom and Egypt, basically we're living in that same environment of that shit right there.
Yep.
Right. It ain't just the nastiness, like you said.
Yeah.
It's everything that comes with it. You know, every empire had a priesthood. You know, on the
Yeah.
left-hand side.
Yep.
You had the Magi's in Egypt. You had the Chaldeans and Babylonians. You know, and each one of them had, like in Egypt, you had the princes of Zoan. You know, the wise. Each. You know, you had the wise and the Teman. So every empire, every nation had their own, you know, form of, you know, so-called smart ones, intelligent ones, and the priesthood.
Yeah, the left hand priesthood.
On the left-hand side. That's it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Go ahead. What you
was that now in which parents? Go ahead.
This real quick. This is Genesis 10 and 19. Yep. And the border of the Canaanites was from Sidon, as thou comest unto Gerar, unto Gaza, as thou goest unto Sodom and Gomorrah, and Admah and Zeboim, even unto Lasha. So Sodom and Gomorrah was inhabited. That when we read about the story a lot, Canaanites were ruling in that area. So the nasty activity, all right, that was going, because you got to understand the law, statutes, commandments were centered around separating us from the works of the Canaanites. Okay, so everything the law says not to do is telling you that to separate you from the BS that they were doing in the land. Okay, having sex with women on their menstrual cycle. Okay, having sex with close family members. It was just completely out of order. Debauchery, man. And now we're living in that same environment.
Yeah.
There's a reason it says this is a spiritual Sodom and Egypt.
Yep.
It's deeper than a pride flag.
Man, for real.
This place is ran under a wicked, demonic order, and now we're living at a time where it's all coming out. Right. See?
I'm gonna read the next verse. That's all. I'm trying to find a map, but you just read, but I don't have it. It covers a lot.
Yeah.
Yep. So Lot is there, just like we're here, spiritually.
You.
Yep.
You know? Just like Abraham, he was literally in Babylon. He was born in Ur of the Chaldees. Amongst the true Christmas and all of those idols and shit that are now here today subtly being presented, he saw it in its purest form. Damn. You see what I'm saying? And the Lord separated him from that shit. See, and the same process is taking place through us, man. Okay?
One more virgin said, in which
Start over. Let's hear these nasty. Let's hear the nastiness again.
the nastiness.
All that nastiness up in the place.
Wisdom of Solomon 12 and 3 in the GNT. You hated the people who lived in your holy land long ago because they did horrible things. They practiced magic and conducted unholy worship. They killed children without mercy and ate the flesh and blood of human beings. They were initiated into secret rituals in which parents murdered their own defenseless children.
Parents bring their own children to these